Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to All Beer Inside. Today we will be interviewing all the fantastic people at the Ottawa Winter Brewfest. We always suggest you're in the area, you check it out, and we'll get right back to you after how awesome I'm hoping this is today. All right, here we are today at the Lansdowne Winter Beer Festival in Ottawa, and we are speaking with
Emma Duncan from Whitewater Brewing Company.
Okay, so is this Whitewater's first Lansdowne Beer Festival today?
No, this is actually one of many. We've been around here for a while. This is just another fun event that we love and look forward to every single year.
Okay, and you guys are here ever since the creation of Whitewater. You've just been coming back?
I think so. I mean, this is my first time coming, but I know people before me have been coming, and they've always had a great time, so we're really excited to be here today.
And what awesome beers did you bring for the people to try today?
We brought some tried and true favorites like our Farmer's Daughter and Whistling Paddler. We also brought some of our new seasonals such as the Blood Moon, which actually just got released into the LCBO earlier this month. So the Blood Moon we call it our gateway sour. It's pretty sour, but not too crazy. It's really good, really tart, fruity. It's got an awesome flavor.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the right level of sour I really enjoy. So somebody comes in and they're new. They try all your beers. Do you have any other places you suggest they try?
I mean, our neighbors over here in Nickelbrook, they've got this really awesome Wonky Bastard beer, which is really, really good. I've also been checking out the Pizza Patin over across the room over there. It's been eyeing me up all day, so I might have to go get some after.
Great. So let everybody know where they can find you on in person and on Facebook and stuff.
So the brewery, we have two locations. Our year-round location is our lakeside one. It's at 78 Pembroke Street. It's about an hour west of Ottawa in Cobden, Ontario. So you can definitely, on your next road trip up to North Bay or back to Ottawa, you can stop by our little restaurant there. We've got some really awesome food there too, so definitely make it stop by.
Awesome. And social media website?
Our social media, our Instagram is at Whitewater Brewing Co. And we are on Facebook, Twitter, all those good things.
Thank you. Cheers. All right, we're returning with
Emmett from Cameron's Brewing.
And
Charles from Cameron's.
Okay, guys. So is this your first Winterlude Festival, beer festival?
It is, in fact. We've been wanting to do it for quite a while, actually, but we just really didn't have the resources at the time, so we're pretty psyched to be here, actually.
Okay, so we finally step up and let's get a tent here and let's get going.
Exactly.
Awesome. So what have you brought for the people to try today?
We've got our Captain's Log Golden Lager, our Cosmic Cream Ale, and our Jurassic IPA.
Okay, do you mind if we try your favorite one?
Absolutely. So there's our Jurassic IPA, 6.8%, 68 IBUs. So it's big, it's bold, it's in your face. But I really love it because I feel like even though it is 68 IBUs, it really feels like it's walking around at about half that. Very tropical, mango, guava, passion fruit, a little bit of melon on the end.
So you said 68.
68, yes sir.
Yeah, it doesn't even taste like half that. That's a very smooth IPA.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's going to be. We're hoping it's going to be a big summer beer for us. It actually came out last summer, but we're pushing it hard this year. So.
Yeah, I believe I found it in the fall at the LCBO in Hawkesbury because we're from Montreal.
Wicked.
So Hawkesbury right there.
Hi Chantal, if you can see this.
Yeah, so this is a very enjoyable beer. I highly suggest you all come and check it out. And let the people know where they can find you in place, in stores, and on the internet.
So we are in about 95% of the LCBOs in this Eastern Ontario region. Obviously, not every product is in every single store. We're working on it, but also here at Lansdowne, we're at Craft, we're at Local, we're at Jack Astor's. We love them. Hopefully they love us. But yeah, all over, man. I could name a million places, but that would take a lot of time.
And social media?
Social media, Cameron's Brewing. We've got that as a hashtag, at Cameron's Brewing. Yeah, man, we're pretty easy to find. There's not a lot of Cameron's Brewing out there, so.
All right, perfect. And if you're ever in the Ontario, from what I'm seeing, Oakville region, give these guys a shot. So here we are with?
Emma.
With what beer company?
Anderson Craft Ales from London.
Awesome. So what brought you to, is this your first Winterlude Beer Festival?
It is not. We were here last year. We were in the middle Tab Fest there.
Okay, but this is your first tent this year?
For this one, yes.
Okay, awesome. Anything special that you guys, that your Anderson brand brought for people to try today at the festival?
So we run 3 of our LCBO beers. We have our cream ale, our juicy IPA, and our double IPA, which are all fantastic. And then we brought one of our one-offs, our Imperial Milk Stout at 10%. It's a special one to try.
Okay, do you mind if we give that a try on the show?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So tell us a bit more about Anderson, how long you guys been around in the Ontario market, things like that.
Sure, we opened in 2016, family owned and operated, which is a very fun part for us. So we're pretty small in terms of employees, but you can find us from Windsor all the way up to Ottawa here.
Awesome. So as we say on the show, we go, a toast, a toast! Oh, that's got that beautiful coffee smell, I love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic beer. This one's my favorite.
Whoa. Yeah, you taste the 10%.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely 10, but it is fantastic.
Okay, so somebody comes in, they try all your beers. Any other friends on the floor you suggest?
Yeah, I would definitely hit up Muskoka and Nickelbrook. They're a little bit far from Ottawa, so it's a good chance to get some of their beers into you.
Awesome. Let people know where they can find your beers and find your location and stuff.
Yeah, so we are based out of London, Ontario, but here in Ottawa, you can find us in the LCBOs at Rideout and King Edward, Richmond, and Arnprior.
Okay, and in person and on social media?
Instagram is at Anderson Craft Ales, on Twitter at Anderson Sea Ales, everything else is Anderson Craft Ales, and then we're in a lot of bars around town here. So.
Do you have a tap room in London, Ontario? Or?
Yeah, just 1030 Elias Street.
Okay, so you got it here, so check them out if you're in London, Ontario or the surrounding area. All right, now we're with
Austin from Royal Canadian Mead.
So a meadery, that's a bit of a change from a beer festival. What brought you guys to a beer festival this year?
It absolutely is, and I feel the biggest reason why we wanted to come out here today is because we're a new emerging style that's in the Ontario market. We're the only ones here that are actually doing session mead, and we're just trying to bring brand awareness to a company that's only been open since June of last year.
That's awesome. So what did you bring for the people to try here today?
Well, we brought our flagship product, Feels Like Friday. It's a hop buckwheat mead, so the buckwheat honey has a little bit of a lychee and lavender nose to it, and we also dry hop it with citra hops just to get the aromatics without any of the bitterness.
Okay, and number 2?
And we've also got the all-day croquet. This is a wildflower peach, so the peach is really subtle, not to mask the floral essence of the wildflower honey. And just hit store shelves this week at the LCBO.
Awesome. Can we try the new mead you guys just came out with?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So you said what it was new, peach mead. What's the alcohol content of it?
The alcohol content on both of our products is actually 5.6.
Okay.
So as opposed to traditional meads where the alcohol content can get as high as 12%, we wanted to bring a product to the light that's very light, a little easy, and you can have a couple of them to sit in.
Yeah, for myself, I've just kind of started doing meads myself back in September last year. I was in Vermont, home of good beer and mead, obviously. So I don't know what this scene's like for the rest of America, but Vermont's the place to go if you want to try some good meads.
I've been told, I heard Vermont is great. And in terms of Canada, the only other companies that are actually doing what we're doing are based out of Alberta and British Columbia. We're the third company to jump on this train and essentially taking over the Ontario market.
Yeah, it's a bit of a, unfortunately, we don't have it like America where you're allowed BC beers in Quebec or BC beer, like Alberta beers in Ontario, which is something I always suggest we change personally. But this beer is fantastic, super crushable. You said low carbs.
Low cal, low carb, and low sugar as well. The sugar content's only 4 grams per can, so you're not actually going to be dehydrating yourself as much. So not to say you will wake up feeling like $1 million and 10 cents after drinking it, but pretty close enough too.
That's a fantastic saying. Okay, so we've come along and tried 2 meads. Do you have any other friends or family on the floor you suggest they try?
You know what? I can say there's a couple of breweries that are actually playing around with the concept of honey ales here today, so I think it would contrast really nicely with the honey that we use. As well, the guys over at Rue Revolution have been pumping out excellent beers all weekend long, and definitely another great spot for them, for sure.
Awesome. So let the people know where they can find your drinks and social media and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Follow us on Instagram at Royal Canadian Mead. We've got our Feels Like Friday all-day croquet at the LCBO, and we also sell to a variety of restaurants in the Ontario area. And you can find it exactly on our website and the podcast page.
Awesome. Cool. So we're at an LCBO. From Montreal, I suggest Hawks Brewery. It's right next door. And grab some meats next time you're around. All right. Right now we're with
Adam
from
Williamsburg Company.
Okay, so is this Orleans Brewing Company's first Winterlude Beer Festival?
No, we were here the last few years. Last year we were actually open as a brewery, which is awesome. We weren't contract brewing anymore. This is the second year we have a brick and mortar location, so it's awesome.
Speaking of brick and mortar location, you'll see that interview after this one in the future. So anything, what have you brought today, and anything special you brought today?
Yeah, so we're releasing our maple cabin ale. So real maple syrup, some smoked malt, sort of an ambery beer.
So we say on the show, a toast, a toast! Oh, that is a beautiful nose.
So the whole thing is to balance out not having too much maple, but still tasting the maple, right? Little smoke on the end, but easy peasy drinking.
This beer is absolutely fantastic. What's the alcohol percentage on this?
5.7. Pretty low.
Okay, that's decently low for what it can be.
Low for us. So we brought that just for the festival, pulled off some kegs on Thursday to serve it on Friday, and then also our West Coast IPA. So first time to try it again at the festival, so that we're going a little traditional on the West Coast IPA. Although we did bring in some hops from New Zealand, because I like them and they're, whatever, it's expensive.
They are some of the most popular hops right now out there.
Exactly.
The maple's fantastic. So somebody comes in to Winterlude, tries all your beers to start.
Yeah.
Any friends or any acquaintances on the floor you suggest they
There's
try?
tons of great breweries here. It's absolutely outstanding. I was sampling yesterday more than working, and there's some mead guys next to us who are awesome. Really cool dudes doing great, interesting meads. I mean, I love Whippersnapper. Those are awesome people. But honestly, like, Ottawa's beer game is incredible. So try anybody. We got some friends from Toronto coming down too, right? Nickel Brooks here, and those guys at Haven still came down and got warm. So try those guys too.
So from what I saw, there's 53 breweries in Toronto, and Ottawa's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, what do you bring to the table that's a little more competitive, that brings people to you instead of everybody else?
So we're trying to do traditional beers with a bit of a twist, right? We have a Belgian triple here. I made it very traditionally, but then I aged it on bourbon and oak. The monks wouldn't do that. I don't know. It's like messing around. Everything we do is a little bit of twist on it while still paying homage to the actual beer. We're not trying to get overly clever or complicated. We do a brown ale with a little smoke malted, a little cherry wood smoke. It just helps balance it and make it a bit different. We like to just make clean, approachable but interesting beers. We do sours, we do kettle sours. I leave the weird sours to small pony guys that are awesome at it. Waller Street, fantastic. They can do it. I'm scared.
And all those people we're mentioning are hopefully future interviews from today, including these guys, which will probably see the week after us. Now, let the people know where they can find you physically in stores and social media and all that stuff.
Sure. So right in Instant Tech Line in Orleans, brick and mortar location. It's a full bar setup too, so we do have wine and spirits if you don't want to drink beer. I don't know what. And we also have a full menu made in-house. We try to make everything with local ingredients. Local, supporting local is our big thing. Facebook, Orleans Brewing Company, at Orleans Brewing on Instagram and all that. I'm on Instagram too, Adam the Brewer. Come try our stuff. And normally about 10 beers on tap, always making new things, always having a good time. And then we're on draft all over the city as well. If you don't have us, ask your bartender, they'll sort it out. And then LCBO, we have our Kolsch, which is our very traditionally made Kolsch, so easy, approachable beer as well.
All right, and right now we're with...
Hey, Jeff Roberts from the Urban Barrel Company, and it's Greg Crew, my mixologist, one of Ottawa's
top mixologists in the Ottawa region.
Yeah, one of the young up and coming in Ottawa. He's at a couple local restaurants, and he's my main guy for events such as this one. Craig coming up on April 4th, the Orleans Beer Festival. We're going to be everywhere in Ottawa this year.
Okay, so is this your brand's first, the Urban Barrel Company, is this your first Winterlude Beer Festival?
It's our first Winterlude Beer Festival. We're pretty excited to be here. We've got a lot of awesome brands. We've got some barrel-aged cocktails that we've handcrafted with the help of Greg, and everyone's loving the taste. The whole concept is to turn your low-end spirits in the top shelf with our barrels.
So what made you decide this is the place to debut?
The traffic, right? You're downtown Lounge Town. We have 2,000 to 3,000 people coming in today. It's a beautiful day, and it's just quite the atmosphere to be at. And we've got something different to showcase, so everyone's pretty excited to have us here.
Awesome. So since you're very new, you personalized barrels. Where did that idea come from?
So Actually, I started a brand called Urban Bar Chef. We were Ottawa's top cocktail caterer for quite some time, and the business kind of morphed into a barrel business when I went down to New Orleans on a bartending competition. I met a couple coopers, and next thing you know, went into business. We started sourcing our barrels. We get our larger barrels made in Carp, Ontario, through the country cooperage, and we also have a team of coopers that can push out 400 barrels a week for us. Personalization for weddings, retirement gifts, postal gifts for the armed forces.
Awesome. Now, what do you have special that's today that you might not have anywhere else already?
Yeah, well, we've got some of the best, the talk of the town right now is our whiskey in our barrel, which is snake oil. Everyone's loving it. We've cured the barrel with Canadian maple syrup. We've got a couple secret ingredients in there, but it is hands down the best drink here. We've got a barrel-aged whiskey sour too. Greg hits it up with some fresh lemon lime, barrel-aged maple whiskey, and a dash of egg white. And yeah.
Okay, so what am I going to be trying right now?
Right now you're going to be trying the snake oil. All right. It's also going to be one of our brands associated with the Canadian Armed Forces. It's going to be called Fubar when we open our distillery up in Ottawa.
Nice. Okay. So what's the alcohol percentage on this?
Yeah, you're looking at around 38%. And we top it off with a nice orange zest. It's well balanced. You don't get any whiskey burn. And I wanted to make a whiskey that, just as much as the guy clientele would love it, the females also love it.
Yeah, it's very smooth. I don't get that. Like you said, that whiskey burn. It's like, we're normally a beer podcast, so when you're trying something very hoppy, you get hop burn. There's no whiskey burn.
Oh, absolutely not. Because the reason we char a barrel is we break down the wood molecules, right? Release those vanillas and caramels and tannins. And the oak flavor, we use Kirkus Elba, 100% American white oak, and because of the surface to volume ratio on our barrels, you can get a year's worth of aging done in a month, right? So now you can turn your low end into top shelf, no matter what you're using. Today, Gibson's Finest has sponsored the event, so we're using all Gibson's whiskey today.
Awesome, and what's number 2 I'm trying right now?
Number 2, we've got a whiskey sour. It's absolutely beautiful. It's made with the same barrel-aged whiskey, fresh lemon lime, dash of egg white, and we do some orange zest on the top to open it up.
Beautiful on the nose. Oh, that is a good drink. This is something I drink a lot of and get in a lot of trouble with.
Guys with beers, though, we always get a little orange zest.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, my beer. Awesome. So people come here, they try your drinks, they try your variety. You have any friends or associates on the board you suggest they try?
Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of Orleans Brewing Company. We're partners in business, and the raspberry sour is out of the world right now, so it's a nice palate cleanser after you've had one of our cocktails.
Okay, and let everyone know where they can find you when you're in person when it comes up, or if you're going to have a tasting room, or on the internet, let everyone know where they can find you.
Absolutely. Well, it's urbanbarrel.ca. We're all over Instagram. We're all over Facebook. You can find us in Orleans at the Tap Room 260 as well. We're opening up our distillery in Ottawa. It's going to be a brewery, a restaurant as well. We're supporting the local armed forces. And pretty easy to get hold of.
All right. So we're continuing the festival with
Josh
from
Rue Revolution.
Awesome. So is this Rue Revolution's first beer festival in Ottawa?
No, we were actually at this exact festival a year ago. This is our first year with our own booth, and now we have a tent, so we figured let's go big. We've got 4 taps here. Last year we had a really good time, and we thought we'd come back. We've got the 4 right now. We have our Cashmere Norwegian Pale Ale. We have Oats and Hose, our oatmeal stout. I know, right? Anyway, we like to have a musical theme with our names.
Well, it's not just that, it's Step Brothers, Oats and Hose.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, that's where it's coming from. Not much of a song, but still something. Then we have Island in the Sun, our newest beer, actually, that we've brewed, which is a New England-style NEPA. New England-style NEPA. It's a NEPA.
Okay, and what are we about to try right now?
This is nothing but sours. So this is actually our base sour. We've added a couple things to different batches. We basically pull half of it off, and the other half will end up fruiting or dry hopping, something like that. So we've had one called Pear Necessities with prickly pear puree. The next one that is going to be releasing pretty soon is called Radio Guava, because it's got pink guava in it. Yeah. So yeah, it's our base sour. It's 4%, 11 IBU, super light. We didn't want to go too harsh on the acidity, because that scares people away from sours sometimes. So
Yeah, it's the same thing with like IPAs and IBUs. Oh, fantastic smell.
all right.
Now, is this, would you describe it more tart than sour or sour over tart?
That's kind of hard to say. Usually I associate tart with a specific fruit, like anything with raspberries, I always go with tart. So I would say it's just straight up sour. I mean,
It's a fantastic beer.
lactobacillus in fermented wort, like it's exactly pretty much to me what it should start at. And then from there you can build on top of this.
And what's the ABV on this?
The ABV is just 4%.
Super crushable.
Yeah.
I could drink this all day long.
Oh, yeah. It's still definitely a flavor punch, but it's something that you can have a pint of. I mean, in our tap room, we do flights. Everybody does, but a lot of people come in and they'll just get a 12 ounce and try a bunch of different things. And if you get a sour that you can't have a 12 ounce of, in my opinion, that's a whole other ballgame of sours. That's that barrel aged stuff that you want to try just a little bit of or share with friends.
Now, in person, where can people come and grab that flight?
All right, so we're in Stittsville. We just opened in August, so we're still fairly new. We're kind of getting a sense of what we're going to be in a few years. But right now, we got a 40-person tap room. We actually have 30 taps. Yeah, which is a lot. So we kind of sectioned that off. We got the license for it, so we have some guest taps. We bring in beer and mead, actually, from RCM. Cider as well, wine. We do cocktails, but 12 of our taps are for our beer. We might bump that up to 15 by the summer. But yeah, so a whole bunch of taps. We're 6081 Hazeldean, which is Stittsville, Maine, and Hazeldean. So if you're in the Ottawa area, come check us out.
Okay, now I'm aware of Covered Bridge at Stittsville. How close are you guys to that?
You're driving, like 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. So you're in Stittsville. For the Senators fans or the Montreal Canadiens fans, as myself, who come in to watch an Ottawa game, how close are you to Canada?
Well, I mean, we're right there. We're right beside it. Everybody from Montreal and Toronto always comes and watches Senators games and kind of ruins it for us. I get it, but it's cheaper here, right? So,
ever aspirations to kind of get over that Molson-Labatt hump, and if you could get in the Canadian Tire Center, is that like the place to go for you guys?
I mean, right now we do a lot of small batch stuff, so I mean that's pretty much all we do. We do party guile brewing, so we do one big mash that feeds into 3 different kettles, so we can make, like the sour we're drinking now, we also made cashmere the same brew day, same malt base, just different hops, different obviously technique. So that would be really hard to keep up with, but in a year, 2 years, whatever, when we get some bigger fermenters, yeah, I mean, if it's still the same beer that we're making, as long as we don't fully sell out, if we're selling that brand to a larger stadium, as long as people want to drink it, I'm totally down. That'd be amazing.
All right, so you already mentioned where the people can find you physically. Where can people find you online?
Rue Revolution. I am one of the brewers. I also run the social media. So yeah, find us on Untappd. Please start reviewing stuff because we love to get the feedback. We've been open since August. We have like 45 beers on Untappd already. It's kind of silly. But yeah, Rue Revolution. That's us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that.
All right, so we're continuing today with
Aaron McKinney from Prince Eddie's Brewing Company.
Okay, so as the Prince Eddie's brand, is this your first Winterlude Beer Festival?
This is our third.
Okay, what keeps bringing you back?
Honestly, everybody here is just super happy. Everyone's having a good time. There's a lot of good breweries here, so we like to come and try all the beers. Yeah, everyone just has a good time, and everyone kind of likes to enjoy themselves here, so yeah.
Awesome. So what have you brought for the people to try today?
So we have a Raspberry Gosa. It's called Dawn Patrol. We have a hazy New England IPA that's called So Many Friends. That'll be debuting in the LCBO in about a month. We have our Tin Dropper Blonde Ale. We have our Gnarly by Nature. It's a seasonal, juicy American Pale Ale. And then we have some bottles of a Kvike Pale Ale that's called Something Norwegian.
Yeah, Kvike is becoming super popular. Do you think it like helps as owner brewer?
Totally. I mean, it's a cool yeast, and we did a collaboration with our hop supplier Brew Culture, where they kind of got this new Oshpun Kvike yeast in. So yeah, we just kind of went for a shot in the dark and tried it out and had some fun with it, and yeah.
Okay, so what do you have me trying right now?
So this is So Many Friends. It's a session New England IPA. It's loaded with Citra and Mosaic. We use a local hop supplier from Pleasant Valley, so we got a ton of Cascade in there from him as well. But yeah, really stoked on this one. We packaged it like 3 days ago, so.
This is a beautiful beer.
Thanks, man.
This session, super crushable. Totally drink a bunch of these, but I'm from Montreal, so I don't have a chance. But speaking of the availability of your beer, are you available in the LCBOs all over the place?
We're in about 50 LCBOs right now. We're growing the number. We just got a local Ottawa rep, so you should be seeing more of us here. We have a good presence in Toronto, but I mean, obviously we're biggest in our own backyard. We're in about like 150 restaurants, 50 LCBOs. We're cracking into the beer store shortly and the grocery stores. So, yeah.
So, as a Montrealer, as a Quebecer in general, we have the option of craft beer anywhere in any grocery store. Do you think that would be something super optionable in the future as Canada-wide?
Yeah, I wouldn't say Canada-wide, but we're really hoping to, maybe break into a few other provinces. Everybody's kind of rules and regulations are different, but right now we're just trying to, master Ontario first.
So you said LCBOs. Where else can the people find Prince Eddie's Brewery?
Yeah. So if you go to our website, we got a map. It shows you exactly where you can find it. Little pins all over the place. LCBO, beer store, restaurants. Check out our Instagram too. We're always keeping people updated on where we are. So.
All right, we're continuing the festival with
King's Locke Craft Distillery.
And you are?
Laura.
Hi, Laura. So is this King's Locke's first Winterlude Beer Festival?
Nope, this is actually our second. We were here last year and we had so much fun. We came back again this year.
That's amazing to hear. So what did you bring for the people to try at the festival today?
We actually have an assortment of our lovely spirits. So we have vodka, we have our 2 gins, our 2 ryes, and we have our award-winning moonshine and our Smuggler's Gold rum.
I'm pretty sure I have your moonshine from a couple of years ago. Just sitting, I'm letting it age, and I'm looking forward to trying it in a bit. So you have all these people, stuff to try for everybody. What am I trying right now?
You are actually trying our award-winning Thousand Island Moonshine. This is actually a rum. However, in Canada, to be rum, it must be aged a year, which it is not.
Yeah.
So we're not allowed to label it rum, but it has won 2 international medals against the world's largest rum companies.
The nose is fantastic.
Thank you. It is actually reminiscent to a lot of people of an unpeated Scotch. So it's delightful, it's light, it's delicate, it's got lots of oaky character with a nice sort of like hint of caramel to it.
Yeah, to me this is like a guys get together, we have cigars and we drink this.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So you mentioned award-winning. Is that across Canada? Is that a certain award show? Or?
Actually, it won in 2017 in its first year. It won in England at the International Spirit Competition. In 2018, it won in San Francisco and at the Canadian Artisan Spirit Competition.
Okay. So everybody comes around and they try your fantastic alcohols. Do you have any associates on the floor you suggest trying?
Well, we do also enjoy beer, so I know Broadhead is here, and we actually enjoy a fair number of their brews, so we would suggest people go down there, check it out, have some great beer.
So let the people know where they can physically and online find you.
Absolutely. So we are at www.kingslockeCraftDistillery.com, and as well, you can come down. We're in Johnstown, which is 1 hour south of Ottawa, right where the 401 and the 416 intersect. Off of there, we run tours. We're open every weekend. In the summer, we're open Wednesday through Sunday. Come, stop in, have a drink, have some samples, take a tour.
Plus, we're right next to the U.S. border, so if you're heading down to America, you grab some alcohol on your way. And that's all we suggest. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
All right, so we're continuing with...
My name's Kira from Durham Region Brewers Guild.
Okay, so tell us about yourself.
So we are part of a collective called the Durham Region Brewers Guild. We're a collection of like-minded brewers within the Durham region who are working together just to market the region as a whole, let people know that, yeah, we're a little far away to visit sometimes, but why visit one brewery when there's 5, only 15 minutes away from each other? Make a weekend or a day trip out of it and just explore everything we have to offer.
Amazing. So is this your, as your brand, is this your first festival here?
Yeah, it's actually our first festival ever as the Guild, so we're just testing it out. People seem to really like the idea, so we'd like to run with it and see how it goes.
Amazing. So this is your, like, it's time to step up our brand. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. We were all just thinking, like, how we love coming to festivals, but sometimes they can be expensive, right? Especially if they're really far away. So let's team up together, work together, promote all of each other, and try to build the community through it and be able to go to awesome places like Ottawa that we wouldn't always be able to go to all the time.
Amazing. So what are you pouring for Beal today?
So today we're pouring 5 breweries out of the 8 members of our guild. We're pouring Old Flame Brewing Company from Port Perry that specializes in lagers, Manailer Brewing Company in Bowmanville that specializes in all different kind of styles. They have an awesome ESB today. We have Town Brewing Company from Whitby, Ontario. They are amazing at IPAs, hazy IPAs, sours. Five Paddles, also from Whitby, they love to do crazy stuff. So Imperial IPAs, sours, IPAs, anything any style you can think of, they probably do it. And then Second Wedge is up in Uxbridge, Ontario, and they specialize in like classic IPAs, like a West Coast style or an English IPA, porters, and they do an awesome saison in the summer.
Okay, now what did you pour for me to try right now?
So right now you have the Manlander ESB that I mentioned. So it's got a nice forward malt sweetness, a little bit of bitterness on the back end, but overall it's a nice amber forward beer with a little bit of bitterness.
On the nose, it's that beautiful. I know a lot of people aren't like big about ESBs, but that's your classic.
Right? Yeah. It's called Fug Life, and it uses Fuggles hops, so you might be getting a little bit of an earthiness to it.
This is a fantastic beer. I could totally drink this, like at the fireplace.
Oh, yeah.
With grandparents, like just hanging out with grandparents. Oh my God, this is a fantastic beer. So people come along, they try all your fantastic beers online.
Yeah.
Do you have any friends on the floor you suggest they try as well?
Yeah, Anderson Craft Ales are really awesome from London. We love their crema that they do. It's always winning gold at the Canadian Brewing Awards. We also love Muskoka Brewery as well. They have a really great Moonlight series that rotating beer every month. So it's always something new, exciting as well.
And where can people find you physically and online?
Durham region. So visit us at durhamtourism.ca, and we have an Instagram and a Facebook, so at Durham Brewers Guild. We're a group of breweries all working together, and you should come visit us all because we all got awesome stuff to offer.
Honestly, if you're ever out in the Ottawa region, I highly suggest you check this beer festival out. It is fantastic. You get to know the people, you get to know the breweries, you get to know the hard alcohol, you get to know all that stuff. And you can always catch us every show at All Beer Inside on Instagram, the All Beer Inside YouTube channel. As well, you can hear me and my friends getting together, being not nice to each other during a beer tasting, allbeerinside.com. And as I say, when I can, at the end of every single episode, drink craft, not crap.